Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. So I'm going to start here and just see a little bit about our past, our present, and our future energy. Current energy. One more. Okay, I'll take them both. They're very similar cards, so not a surprise to see those two showing up. Yeah. Looking here, bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. So the Justice, Libra energy may or may not be significant here, but it is about finding and maintaining, keyword here being maintaining some sort of inner balance. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so that's really coming through. We are approaching the new moon in the sign of Sagittarius, so I'm sure that's already coming up in the reading. I haven't seen that as far as like the sun or the moon. None of those cards are out here yet, but what is showing up to me is kind of this turbulence. So looking in the past, we do have the Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Five of Swords, some sort of conflict. Eight of Wands, it looks like in the past you were trying to get yourself out of a situation here. Whether it was through communication or some sort of action that you were taking, you were really hell-bent on getting out of whatever the situation was. There was a lot of, I'm getting like emotional battle, emotional wounds connected to whatever this was. And so it was something that you just knew you had to get out of. You had to get out of that mindset, get out of that reality. And when I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the Hermit, Virgo energy. This is a healing energy. And so it's a very internal kind of taking that step back, working on yourself, getting ready for whatever comes next. Kind of finding that inner balance is part of that Virgo energy. We do have the King of Cups showing up. So it's a lot of emotional stability, a lot of emotional maturity. We also have the Tower showing up here. And that's why I was making faces probably like 30 seconds ago. Because a tower is instability. And so in a world where you're trying to find and maintain your inner balance, when the Tower shows up, it indicates that the situation is not quite right in order for you to have this balance that you're looking for. And so what the universe is going to do here is really remove those barriers. Anything that's preventing you from being able to move forward, find that balance, make better decisions going forward, it's going to remove that from your path here. It's actually opening up like a doorway or a portal so that you can continue to work on yourself, heal from something emotional. Whatever scarred you in the past emotionally, this is giving you an opportunity to really get clear and focus on that. Don't worry about all these other responsibilities that you might have right now. The universe is taking care of that. It's opening up room in your life, if that makes sense. It's opening up time and effort and energy so you can focus on this. And then when I look at the future energy here, I am getting the Five of Wands and the Death card, along with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. All the obstacles and challenges to movement forward are being removed. That's what this is all about. Anything that was blocking you, stopping you, could have been within you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something external to you. You could have had a mental block against being able to move forward. The universe is removing that. That's what that Tower is all about. But with the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, so the Knight of Cups is movement forward. It's a slow-moving energy. Cups are not fast. Page of Cups could be a conversation that you're having with another person. This could indicate maybe some sort of an apology. Whether there's an apology or not, this is about you expressing how you feel in a more authentic way. So rather than saying something like, oh, I feel good about that. It's providing that extra layer of depth to it. Like, I feel good about that because, and really filling in the blanks, giving that context to help people understand how is it really impacting you, because that vague sentence of, I feel good about this, I mean, that could mean anything. So there's something about that. Let's get some additional details here. I'll tell you what, the world has been showing up a lot in all the readings here. With the Nine of Wands, I'm getting the Empress. The Empress is a transformational type of energy. This is Venus energy. Venus likes to bring things together, so it's kind of figuring out compromise, things like that. The way that this is showing up for you, because you did have some sort of emotional conflict in the past, this is coming across as like a healing of a wound. If you think about like a wound and it's like the separating of the skin, and what Venus is trying to do is stitch everything back up. So that was an opportunity that showed up in the past. Five of Swords, the world. And what happened here, the world can mean a lot of different things, but it's showing up as an ending. So all the conflict, the inner trauma that you experienced from whatever, somebody hurt you on a really fundamental level. It like really tore at the foundation of who you are. I'm getting this strong sense about that. You're healing from it. The universe is kind of letting you know in the past, this is done, this is over. You're not going to keep reliving that. The wound is not going to get bigger. It's not going to keep reopening. It's time for it to close. Eight of Wands, Two of Cups. So this has you moving forward in a more authentic way, reconnecting with other people, like your close friends, your family. Two of Cups is coming across as more than just a romantic connection. This would indicate that maybe during whatever this trauma, this kind of trial period was, where you were just undergoing a lot, you might have found yourself really putting distance between yourself and everybody else. Not person specific, like literally everybody else. You were really kind of going into hermit mode and taking that step back from other people. And the universe is kind of, I don't want to say giving you a blessing, because I don't think that that's what the universe was doing. The universe was kind of encouraging you to do the work that you needed on yourself so that you could turn around and open yourself back up again. Because you're not meant to stay in that hermit mode. That is meant to be a temporary mode. Yeah. Oh, it sure was. So with the Hermit card, I'm getting the Strength card. You knew in the past that this was something that was temporary, but you also knew that you needed to be the one to get yourself out of it. That's where the Strength card is coming in, Leo energy on top of Virgo energy. And so this is something, it might have even happened over the summer, but there was something happening here that required you to really kind of step out of your comfort zone, get yourself out of whatever mind space you were in. So really inside yourself, it was time to come out. And it is time to come out right now. There's no reason to stay in that energy. With the King of Cups, I'm getting the Magician. So you focusing on yourself is allowing you to really get clear on exactly what you want, but then also being able to go after it. And this is what the Tower is doing. So the Tower is literally breaking down your walls. That's what it's doing. So any barriers that you might have created during this time, now back when you were really in hermit mode and needed to be, those barriers made sense. But the time for those barriers to still be up, it's done. Like, it's time for those to come down. It's time for you to move on, be happier, find what it is that you want. See if we can get one card on the Knight and the Page of Cups. That felt significant. Ace of Swords, you are releasing something here. You are. You're not meant to hold on to whatever this trauma is from the past. You got what you needed out of it, the lessons learned, the building of a necessary skill, like whatever this is, learning something about yourself, getting providing for yourself. Whatever it is, it's done, it's over. The Ace of Swords says you've got the clarity you need. Now it's time to let go. And so Five of Wands is being clarified with the Seven of Wands. Part of whatever it is that you went through in the past could have meant that you were really standing up for yourself all the time. There was a lot of resistance to you doing something different. It feels like whatever that period was, and we'll just call it trauma, whatever that period was where you were learning more about yourself and going through some sort of trauma here, If there was another person that was still around you trying to wreak havoc on the situation, that's done. Or it's about to be. There's something about that person's not going to be able to affect you the way that they did in the past. When I look at the Death card, I'm getting the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, I mean, this is about finding the balance in your everyday life, figuring out what your priorities need to be. And what you're doing here is releasing all of those kind of low-hanging pentacles. At one time, they required your effort and investment. Now they don't. They're done. It's time to let them go. And with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups here, I'm actually getting the Lover's energy. And so you might be moving towards another person here. There's something where you might be connecting or like deepening a connection with another person here, really putting your heart out there, expressing how you feel, maybe what you've been through. I'm definitely getting a sense of whatever caused you to go into hermit mode. It feels like you're ready to start speaking about that. And so there might be significant relationships in your life, significant friends, family, maybe a romantic partner where you want to open up and you want to tell them exactly what's going on here. You want to tell them how it impacted you. That's what I'm getting from this energy here. So this is the reading for Thursday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.